Yeah, obviously it wasn't the result we were looking for, but our effort was much better. It was our best effort in the 3 games. I thought some of our veteran players really led the way in that in terms of the compete level and the expectation we were looking for, and our guys, give them credit. Their goalie played real well, especially in that second period. Um, Probably deserved a better fate, but we had a few costly turnovers. They ended up in the back of our net as well.
Is that a promising sign, though, to see the veterans not only talk about it after the first 2 games, but then kind of deliver on it as well?
Yeah, I mean, I think we were looking for just more urgency and passion and compete level from our group today. Regardless of the result, we just wasn't there the first 2 nights as consistent as we would have liked, and for the most part, our group brought that today, and just came up a little short.
When you're starting to obviously throw a lot of rubber on net, he's seeing a lot of them, stopping a lot of them. But did you sense anything different about your group? But you're down 2-1, even though you had, I think, at that time it was over 35 shots.
Yeah, I think the big message going into the third period was, those secondary opportunities. I think you alluded to it. Like, I thought he had 22 shots in the second period. He's seen a lot of them, But if you look at our goals, we had, Klapka was in front of him for both of them, I believe, like where he had to look around, and we needed a little bit more of that in that second period to maybe break the dam, especially in our power play. We had some good looks, but. Yeah, it was a promising effort for our group. Unfortunately, a loss, and we're leaving here 0-3, which isn't good.
Overall, I mean, aside from the results, what is the biggest takeaway for you in the group, or maybe just a message as you kind of take this thing back to Calgary?
Well, I think it's now things are going to really ramp up, right, for these young guys. So, going into main camp, that's the urgency and compete you got to have, whether it's practice, NHL exhibition game, to impress their coaching staff up there. So it was good. I mean, I know I've said it for a couple days. It's a learning experience, but there's a lot of things here as a coach. You stand on that bench and you watch that. Some of the junior traits of players, stick details, the compete level at both nets. There are a lot of things that you can teach with moving out of this thing, and for the guys that will be with us in Calgary with the Wranglers, there's lots to work with there.
Just one last one for you. I'll just ask you about Christopher Setoff, because he's an invite guy.
Yeah.
Obviously, has some offensive upside. We see, in the Western League, tied for 7th, I think, in D scoring. But just, you saw some of that maybe on his goal there, just a little drag and pull.
Yeah, for me personally, I'm familiar with him. When my time in Saskatoon, him and Red Deer, he's a good hockey player. I liked his camp here. He was physical. He's hard to play against. He's headsy player, and he can shoot the hockey puck like he's shown today. So I think he's impressed well here for himself.